Hey, what's happening guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we'll be unboxing Vive's new Deluxe Audio Strap. Now it's not so new anymore, but this is from the second batch of shipment. And if you guys don't know, the first batch of shipments of these straps, the back padding was actually rubbing off onto people's hair, and it was just a dark material that just rubs off. And Tribal Instincts has documented on his channel and showed how everything just rubbed off, the whole material. That was actually a top player that just completely rubbed off. And the way he fixed it or took care of it was by actually just running it under warm water and just rubbing it off until the top layer of the material was gone. And of course, during the first shipment, the strap was completely sold out everywhere. And fast forward to now, they are now in stock. And I did go ahead and contact HTC and ask them if they have fixed that issue, and they assured me that they have, so we're gonna find out in this video. So let's get right into it. Alright, so this is pretty exciting. The box does feel pretty light. It doesn't feel like $140 Canadian, but it has to be lightweight because this is VR, obviously. It's on your head. Anyways, the box is very simple, nothing special going on here. And you open up from this sticker up top here, and it comes out like so. And it seems like this time we have instructions that come with the box. So there you go, right up front. It tells you how to set it up. And it tells you if you need more information, you can visit their website and check out how they do it. Probably they have a video or something. And we got another instruction setup guide right here. And it goes into in-depth detail on how to do it in multiple different languages. And then we have this Velcro strap with 2 screws, and finally the audio strap itself. And man, it does feel pretty lightweight, but it also feels pretty great at the same time. So let's look at what's going on here. Hopefully that will straighten out over time. Not going to complain about it, but it looks pretty nice. But yeah, here's what it looks like. You got the 2 built-in speakers, which is a big plus and a big part of this headset. And according to what people say, they sound fantastic. So we'll see about that. And there's actually one more thing, and that's the warranty pamphlet right here. And here's a quick look around it. And now the question is, does this still rub off? Well, let's first try dry. And it doesn't seem like it rubs off. Now let's try some liquid. So if anything that should come off, it should come off on this white cloth right here. And let's go ahead and spray that in there. And it seems like they have fixed it. And according to what Tribal Instincts has described the headset feels like, and what I've heard from other people, it seems like they have actually completely removed the top layer from the whole manufacturing process. And that's what it feels like they have done, because this does feel grippy. Just as Tribal Instincts had described, it feels like a grippy material. So that is what seems like they have done. And from the texture, if I'm right, it does look very different from what I've seen from the first batch, at least from YouTube. And this does of course look like Tribal Instincts' end result after he rubbed off completely the top layer that was rubbing off. And that's what I think they have done with the second batch of Deluxe Audio Straps. They completely removed the top layer. And oh look, the wrinkles are gone, and the way I got rid of them is actually they were kind of stuck inwards like that into the Velcro, and just open it like that and boom, you're good to go. Yeah. And here's one last close look at this thing. So you got this dial right here, and it feels pretty solid. It doesn't feel like it's cheap. And this part kind of feels flimsy. I'm not too sure. We'll see how it does. And it should do just fine because this is a metal piece attached right here, and it should be good to go. The headphones, they are very solid when it comes to rotating and setting up. They have a bunch of clicks and settings. You can set them on. And overall, they feel pretty decent. And once again, this strap right here is Velcroed, so you can take it out and wash it, or replace it with your own thing if you want. And check this out, guys. This is pretty interesting. This is basically a kind of a T-joint that joins both of these guys, and in the middle you have the exposed wire that is soldered and then overlaid with some epoxy. And what it feels like is this part can pop off, and then you can go ahead and mod your headset, fix it, maintain it, do whatever you want to it, and just really make it your own and basically modify it. So you could pretty much mod this thing and add your own headphone drivers on this thing, or do whatever you want with this thing, because it looks like it is really easy to modify, and it seems like they have put thought into the repairability of this unit, which is a big, awesome plus. Alright, enough talk, let's go ahead and set it up on the Vive. So according to the instructions, the buckle goes down and it should click. There we go, and it should come out like that. Alright, so far so good. Let's do it to the other side. Oh, that sounded horrible. Okay, looks so far so good, I hope. Yep, nothing shakes. Alright, good to go. And you want to go ahead and pop this cover right here on the top, and then you want to go ahead and take out all the cables that are installed right in here. So here's a cool look inside. So here's the audio, here's the power, here's the USB for the camera, as well as the Bluetooth and some tracking stuff, as well as the HDMI port, and an extra USB if you want to add some extra hardware, such as a Leap Motion, which I should be doing hopefully soon by printing out a mount and slapping on this bad boy. Anyways, back to here, you want to go ahead and feed each cable separately, one by one, through the small hole, very nice and carefully. Don't want to damage anything. And there we go, so we can go ahead and say goodbye to the old strap, and hopefully we will never see you again, because the Deluxe Audio Strap is going to be awesome, and will save you in the box. And also goodbye to the cable right here. Actually, if you guys are wondering, here's a quick look at what these straps look like. Here's the old one, here's the new one, and here's what the mounting system looks like on the inside. And finally, to install the new strap, you simply place it on top and apply some pressure until it pops in. And there you go. And it does feel very nice and solid. And all that is thanks to how this is designed. So you see this thing right here? This was actually not used on the old strap, but we can actually use it now on the new strap. And basically how it works is this thing is protruding and it kind of goes downwards angle. And basically the new strap has this little circle, and that circle just opens up and pops in there, and it should lock into place. And there we go. And finally, you want to go ahead and reinstall your cables, but first you want to get this piece right out of your old strap so you can mount your cables through it and attach the center strap. Now you're going to go ahead and take the audio cable, because you no longer use the extension, you just simply install it just like that, followed by the crazy cluster of connections. And once again, you want to feed them through separately one by one to avoid any damage. So there we go. There's the power, there's the USB, and there's the HDMI. You want to pop in your piece back in there just like that. And finally, route your cable to the side mounting point right here, which does support the new and the old cable. Alright, so fast forward 24 hours, and here's what I think of it so far. First, I want to go ahead and talk about my experience with the original strap. With the original strap, I did find it pretty comfortable, and I didn't have much of an issue with it. It got the job done, but there were about 3 main issues that I had with it. First of all, it took forever to put on, and that was mainly because you had to wear a pair of headphones or earbuds with the headset. Now personally, I was using the HD 598CS. These are the closed back edition of the original 598s, and they feel really comfortable. Especially with the Vive, they feel awesome. It actually adds extra comfort to the original strap, and this is velvet, it's closed back, and the audio quality is pretty nice. Overall, the experience was so good, I almost didn't want to buy the new strap. But, and that's a big but, it took forever to put on. Because first of all, you had to put on the headset, then put on the headphones, then connect the strap in order to start playing. And you had to do the same thing, except in reverse. You have to take off the headphones, then the wire, then the headset. Which after a while, it does get pretty annoying, and it really takes away from the experience when you just want to go ahead and get started and play a game real quick. It takes forever to just put this on, put that on, and then if you want to pause and quickly take a break, or someone knocks on the door, you want to talk to someone, you just end up with a big cluster of wires hanging down from your neck. The headset is hooked up to that, and it's just a big mess with the original strap, especially when having a pair of headphones. With earbuds, it's much easier to work with, but this is what I dealt with before. And even during the experience, although it was a very comfortable experience, especially with headphones like these, they're going to add extra heat to the whole experience, and you're just going to end up sweating even more. Although it's a nice plus that you can choose your own headphones and wear a premium pair of headphones with your Vive, it also has its drawbacks, and it did hinder the experience. So with that said, this strap fixes that with the built-in headphones. The second issue that I had a problem with the old strap was when I was looking down. Even though the headset was pretty tight, I did still end up with the headset coming off when I was looking downwards. So when I look down at the ground, the headset kind of just comes out like that, and you end up seeing the floor in real life, and the headset just kind of comes out like that, and then you can't really see exactly what you're doing. And it really gets in the way of the experience, and it kind of ruins it sometimes because you're trying to grab something or do something, and it just comes out like so. And the new strap, again, fixes that issue, which is awesome. And the third issue that I had with the original strap, and you probably know what I'm talking about because almost every Vive user has experienced this on a daily basis when using the Vive. And you have probably seen people online in games like Rec Room where you can see people's hands as well as their heads. You'll see them constantly adjusting their headset very, very frequently. Probably like every 2 minutes or every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes. Because when you move around, the original strap is basically fabric, and it's just a stretchable material, and every time you move around, it kind of slips. And since the Vive uses Fresnel lenses, I probably pronounced that wrong, you will lose your focus sweet spot and end up having to readjust the headset. Your eyes have to be perfectly centered in the center of the lens. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a blurry image and a distorted image, because that's the nature of these type of lenses. And once again, that is another issue that this thing solves. Now, there's actually one more thing, a fourth issue that I personally don't have an issue with so much, but other people may. And that is glasses users. If you're someone who uses glasses with the HTC Vive, you probably didn't have the best experience out of all of us. Personally, I can wear the Vive with or without glasses, so I can have an opinion on both ends. And with the original strap, it is such a hassle to put on glasses to play VR. Using glasses with the Vive, you have to really adjust them. Unlike in real life, you can just put them on and be good to go. You have to have them perfectly centered and parallel with your vision and the lens of the Vive. And what happens with the old strap is once you move, once again, the glasses go out of whack. They kind of fall down or go up or go to the side, and they will either start touching your eye or your eyebrows or the lens, and they could scratch the lens. Especially with my type of glasses, they're actually glass, not plastic, so I have a higher chance of scratching my precious Vive lens when using my glasses with this thing. But thankfully, I don't have to use it, Now, it would have been nice if I could use it on a daily basis without an issue, but this is where this thing kind of fixes that issue for people who had big trouble with the original strap. So with this one, you could also have your glasses perfectly centered in the focus sweet spot, and you'll have a very consistent experience throughout your VR session because your glasses are going to stay put in that focus sweet spot after you adjust them when you put on the headset. And those are all issues that the audio strap has fixed, and that all is thanks to the solid back design of the strap. Since it is no longer fabric, you're guaranteed to get a very consistent experience. Now let's talk about what else this thing brings to the table, and how good the built-in headphones are. So what it adds to the experience is obviously a very consistent experience, and obviously, as you guys know, you can adjust the strap by simply rotating this dial, forward or backward to loosen it, and it is very easy to do, and very satisfying to do as well. Rotating clockwise, you'll get a bunch of clicks. Rotating it backwards, you'll just basically release the pressure. And I have tested it by overloading it, by taking it really hard, and then trying to pull on it, and what's going to happen is the gears are just going to start skipping backwards. So far the head's still good, so if you're worried about pulling it too hard, you should be at least good for one accidental overload. And I've tested that for you guys, so hopefully that helps anyone. Now you're probably saying, it's a solid strap, it must be really hard to do, and you have to readjust it every time. You actually don't have to, because, check this out. These sides have springs on them, so you can easily put it on and be good to go. And the way I recommend putting it on is by putting the Vive first, like that, into your face, and then putting down the back padding, and of course, followed by your headphones. Now the headphones here obviously have a bunch of clicks. You can put them aside if you don't want to hear, or you want to quickly pause and listen to someone talking to you. And these are the motions that you get. That's right to left, inwards, outwards, and up and down. And they have a decent amount of pressure and noise cancelling. Passive noise cancelling, not active noise cancelling, and it does a pretty good job. The cushion here is pretty comfortable, I don't have an issue with it, and pretty much the only thing that you have to adjust every time you put on the headset, most likely, are the headphones, because you're going to put on the headphones, and you're going to try to position them somewhere perfectly into your ear, and it'll only take probably 5-10 seconds quickly to adjust that, and it's very easy, and it's not too annoying to do. But how the audio quality is, it's pretty neutral. There's nothing crazy going on. Nothing crazy when it comes to bass. Everything is pretty much neutral. And I come from an HD 598, which is a neutral headset, open back. And I've also used the HD 598 CS with this headset, obviously. And I've also used the HyperX Cloud 2s. And with these ones, they do get pretty loud. And I've tried them with HDMI as well as USB. Same experience, same level of loudness. And overall, they do get the job done. And one thing that would be nice if HTC could add it to their software, and that would be an equalizer for the headphones. If they can add an equalizer, that would be pretty amazing. Maybe we can have some presets, community presets, and have every Vive user adjust the headphones to their liking. That'd be really nice, and would really add to the experience. And if you're wondering where the Velcro goes that was in the box, it actually goes right in here to wrap the cable at the back here. And that is actually about it for this video, guys. So the conclusion, is this thing worth its price point? Well, it's going to depend on you, and it's going to depend on what kind of issues you want to fix. If you have encountered any of the issues that I mentioned, these are all fixed with this audio strap. Basically, you're paying for convenience, and this thing is damn convenient. It saves time, it's quickly to put on, and in some cases it's more comfortable because it doesn't move around like it does with the original strap. And that is actually about it, guys. So it's a pretty cool strap. It would have been nice if it was included with the original Vive, but in my opinion, the original strap wasn't bad at all. It did the job, it was pretty good. Everyone used it for the longest time. Yes, people complained, but now we have this thing. And if you want it, it is $100 to $140 depending on where you live. I got mine in Canada, it was around $140. But that is about it for this video. So hopefully I've covered everything. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, guys, that is actually pretty much it for this video. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe for content like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.